subscribe. Tariq Radio. Like and subscribe.
Going on, listen, I meant to tell you this. What, Delta in Minnesota, they fired like 500 people. Most of them were Africans, right? This is what these motherfuckers did. So Delta has this thing where when you have bereavement, they give you up to like $2,500 to like $5,000, depending on the person that died to you and the significance, right? So everybody was dying. Everybody had somebody dying. Black people are so horrible. You know what they did? These motherfuckers was using the same death certificate. They were passing it around. And they were just changing the name, not the number.
Wow.
Nigga, they fired all of them. So now, no blacks working at Delta.
Well, there'll be blacks, but no Africans.
Ain't gonna be no Africans working at Delta. Are you guys serious?
What y'all done fucked up?
Like,
fucked up the church's money.
you guys was really passing around the
Gotta do better, Kenya.
black
Liberia.
people. No, it was the Africans. It was like Liberians and Nigerians.
Oh, see? Yeah, y'all
That's
gotta
terrible.
do better. Come on, man.
Let's get Stephen Elisa in here. Stephen? All right, Stephen Elisa, can you unmute your mic? You were just you had a lot of noise going on just now. So if you can unmute your mic now and say what's going on, that'd be great. And while we're waiting on that, let's get some more people in here. Let's get Nemesis Prime. Let's get Nemesis Prime in the building. Nemesis Prime in the building. Nemesis Prime in the building.
I want to piggyback off what she said. I find it funny that they say African Americans. They don't say that these people look like Africans or Caribbeans. They specifically say us.
Right.
Like nobody's talking about that. Because you have a lot of immigrants who try to say, you're no different than me. If they see me, they don't see, they don't see a Nigerian. Yes, we do. It's not hard. It's not nothing special. But I just wanted to say that everybody stay safe and be blessed.
Yes, indeed. Thank you. And you know what's interesting? There was a video that I retweeted of this woman. She looks either African or Caribbean, and I guess she was in the car with her dude, and he sounded like he could possibly be FBA. The way he sounded, you don't see him, but you hear him. But she's definitely looking like she's non-FBA, and she was talking about an airline that fired a whole bunch of people. She said they fired like 500 Africans because they did some kind of scam where they had a birth certificate and they kept passing the birth certificate around. There was some kind of money. If you had a death in the family, you can get money. So they all had the same birth certificate, circulating it around, trying to get a quick bag. So they were running some kind of scam, which we always see. But the girl in the video, she kept talking about, yeah, they were running this scam. Oh man, black folks are horrible. Oh, you see how black folks be doing? She just kept saying black. Even her dude was like, he corrected her. Like, no, you mean African. It's the man. Ain't got to do with black. It's African. Yeah. The Africans and stuff. So a lot of people in the comments are like, hey, man, yo, we don't, hey, leave us out of that bullshit. Leave us out of it. And this is what we've been saying. Family, this is what we've been saying. A lot of these people, they do this thing where they delineate from us when it's something convenient for them, but then when it's something negative, they dump all of their trash under the banner of blackness, which they know falls on us. I've been saying this forever, and I'm glad we're calling that out. See, these folks have weaponized blackness as a shield from accountability. See, a lot of these non-FBA immigrants, they invoke the term black only when it provides protection from scrutiny. So when they face some kind of legal or employment consequence, that's negative. They it's black, so we get the stain of it. When it comes to some kind of accomplishment or some kind of cultural pride, all of a sudden they emphasize their tribal, national, or ethnic lineage. Oh, I'm Nigerian, I'm Ghanaian. And see, that's selective identity that they manipulate that, and then they erase specific lineage for us, and we got to pay the historic price for the black label. See, this is why they don't like us delineating, family. That's one of the main reasons. I keep telling people, one of the main reasons they hate that we are delineating, because now you can't throw your trash on us no more. So when you do something janky, you're like, hey, don't you, it ain't black, don't put that on us. It's some Ghanaians who did that, or it's some Somalians who did that. Your ethnic group is going to have to hold that. That's really what they don't like, family. When they start talking about divisiveness, that's what they mean. See, delineation is a response to disrespect, not division. See, Foundation of Black Americans, we're not trying to divide Black people globally. We just want to protect ourselves and our identity from being used as a damn dumping ground. See, when these people do all of these multiple frauds they do, there's always some fraud and some scam. eh? And the commentary shifts into anti-Black American rants. You understand? Despite these people being from all these different ethnic groups, when some they do some janky shit and we let that go on way too long, family. We should have been checking this. We see like a big old a large scale bust, 50 people then got arrested for doing some kind of birth certificate scam or green card scam, and then the narrative turns into, well, look, Black society is so degenerate. Oh God, look at all of these people. What's wrong with Black American society? Can we what? Nobody bothered to say, hey man, let's look at some of these last names. We sat up here and took the brunt of that stuff. And we finally said, hey, wait a minute, them last names don't, man. Some of them last names look kind of strange. They ain't got nothing to do with us. Oh, you niggas are divisive because you don't want me to dump my trash on you. You damn right we are. I don't want that. You're not dumping your trash on us. Look at Revenue. Look at this tether. Revenue, stop it. Revenue, hop on here. This Revenue, the Jamaican tether. Hop on here. Yeah, accountability is like a bat signal to tethers. We're talking about accountability. His ass up here giving the thumbs down. What's up, Revenue? And I see little janky comments you keep making. You bad faith ass arguments. What's up, Revenue?
What's up, Tariq? How I'm making bad faith argument? It's crazy because you talking about delineating from black people, and I just watched the debate with you and Jared Taylor, and you was leaning so much on how brilliant the Nigerians are, how their IQ is so high, and I'm like, this is so crazy. Now you don't know what the definition of black is, and we could go to the Census Bureau, the Oxford Dictionary, or any dictionary and outlay the terms for
What,
what black is.
what's the argument? Yes, there are a lot of Nigerians with high IQs. I never said they didn't. So what's the argument?
I'm saying now you're trying to denigrate Nigerians and other
No,
black people,
no, I'm
talk
not.
about scams,
No,
but yet in the Jared Taylor.
I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm only talking about you tethers, like you. See, y'all tethers love to try to cloak all of the people of the nationalities. So, like you hit Africans and Jamaicans. No, I don't. I don't like tethers like you. You're not. We're not.
What's a tether? What's a
No, no, no. When we talk about lying, scamming tethers, we're talking about you. We're not talking about all of them because all of them are not like that. That's why we delineate from tethers and riders who are non-FBA. You're not a rider.
wait, Tariq.
You're a lying tether. I know a lot of Nigerians who are beautiful people. I know Ghanaians who are beautiful people. I know Jamaicans who are beautiful people. I go to Jamaica all the time. You ain't one of them. You're a lying tether. So you get
I'm a lying tether, but you
uh,
get up here, you
you
get
are
up here and talk.
a lying tether. That's all you do is lie. You don't represent the riders from Jamaica. They don't rock with you. That's why your ass is over here. So yeah, you get called out. Don't try to frame it as I don't like Nigerians or Jamaicans. I pointing out me speaking highly of Nigerians. Yes, I have, because I still have respect for good Nigerians who rock with us. I
I
have
mean that was before the grift. We talk after the.
projection. That's a projection. That's a projection, sir. Y'all love projecting your scams onto us, sir. Everything is a grift and a scam to you because you see life as a grift and a scam, because that's all you do. Tethers like you scam all the time. Everything is a scam and a lie for tethers like you, right?
So now tethers are equated to liars
You,
and scammers.
you. All you do is sit here and lie. You have the prototypical tether scammy lying.
Right. So can we talk about the Morris app or the Homes for Haiti?
Yeah, what homes for Haiti? Let's talk about that.
I mean, you had a GoFundMe for for Haiti, and I didn't see you
What
produce
what
anything. Then you had the Morris app.
what
It just this you took the people.
what homes did I have for Haiti? What app did I have for homes for Haiti?
You have a GoFundMe. It's
Go ahead. Let's see. Let's get your lie out. Finish your lie.
okay. Two things. You created the Morris app,
No,
and it just
no,
disappeared.
no. Finish your home. Finish your home for Haiti lie. Let's finish that. Y'all lie so much. You mixing your lies up.
Yeah, you had to go.
Finish the homes for Haiti lie, because you realizing that your lie ain't really working out. So
Nah, I'm not lying.
you're realizing your lie is falling flat within the lie. So now you're trying to change the subject. You tethers are horrible. Now, what about the homes for Haiti? Go ahead. Finish the lie.
You muted me like 100 times. I can't even finish the sentence.
I'm not going to change the subject. No. If you're going to tell a lie, at least stick to your lie. You tethers can't even stick to your damn lie. You bailing out of your own lie. Get your lie out.
I'm not lying. Anybody could go. Anybody could type in Google.
What GoFundMe do I have for homes for Haiti?
It's up right now on GoFundMe for
Go
not.
Put the link.
It's for,
Put the link up right now.
okay, I'll put the link in the
Right.
chat.
Put the link for homes for Haiti. Put the link up right now.
Okay, we gonna prove Tariq is a liar.
Put the link up and stop trying to babble your way out of your lie. Put the link up for homes for Haiti. A GoFundMe for some homes for Haiti. Put the link up. How come you're not putting it up? Revenue? How come you're not putting the non-existent link up?
I'm trying to find it now.
Oh,
Just seen the last month. Let me find it real quick, and I post and I.
ass off here. That's why we delineate, ladies and gentlemen. That, ladies and gentlemen, is why we're delineating so heavy. People are tired of you lying, tethers. People are tired. People are so tired of just lying, scammy tethers, projecting their scams onto us. We're tired. There is no home. He ain't got no link. There is no. I ain't never had a GoFundMe for no homes for Haiti. I never did that. I had a GoFundMe for some water filters that we got and that we distributed, but never homes for Haiti. That's a very specific lie that tethers regurgitate, and they can never show proof because there's no proof. There's no homes for Haiti link. All right. Just more lying tethers. And when you call them out, they get to filibustering and talking fast. People are tired of that shit. We don't want that around us. You're always projecting your scams onto us. You got to understand with the tether class family, how lying and scamming, they've made that a cultural thing. They've made that a cultural thing, ladies and gentlemen, because lying and scamming has been normalized with them. Nikki the God, hop on, dear.
Yeah, lying and scamming has been normalized. And if anybody who's been following you, they know what happened with the water and all of that. So he just took some truths and mixed up some lies. They always do that. But Speaking of tethers, I wanted to ask you about Kamala Harris. I know she's been resurfacing lately. She's got a new book out. What do you think does she have some kind of new strategy? What do you think about her trying to resurface again? Do you think she's going to be running for office anytime soon?
Yeah, because they were talking about her running for office out here in California again. So they're trying to redeem her. They're trying to dust her off and prop her back up because they invested a lot in her, so they want to get some kind of mileage out of her. So I don't know what they're going to do.
Wha-
and I don't know what they're trying to do with that woman. And she can't run for no presidential office again. That's going to be horrific.
One more question. Will you be purchasing and reading her book?
Oh Lord, no. I don't think I'm gonna purchase it. If I can get some excerpts online or something like that, but I don't want to hear about her making her biryani collard greens and it's I will throw up reading that shit. So I'm good. But thank you, dear. I am not about to. Speaking of, she's another lying tether. I don't want to read lying tether work. Lord, because that's another one. Kamala Harris be lying her ass too. What's with y'all, Revenue? What's with you lying Jamaicans? Not all of the Jamaicans are lying scammers, but damn, it's a lot of y'all come over here and y'all just get to lying and Lord, lying and babbling. Is that a Jamaican tether thing, Revenue? Y'all get to lying and babbling. Kamala did all that lying. I made my greens. I made my greens. I made so many greens. I had to put them in a bathtub. You better thank a union member. Shut up. Oh, that's why we got her ass up out of here. We got her ass up out of here, ladies and gentlemen. We didn't want to have 4 years of that. Man, please. But listen, the revenue types, that lying, scamming, tether thing, you got to understand. These folks lie all the time because like I said, that they made that a part of their culture. When they get over here, everything is all about practicing lying. Just everything is about lying. You got to lie when you get to the green card office, lie and say you are a refugee who's running from oppression. When you get to the visa office, lie and say you 12 years old when you're really 23. When you get over here to the States, lie and say you got a diploma. When you get over there to New York, lie and say you got a doctor degree. Lie and say you got a nursing degree. Yeah, damn. Lie and say, when you get over here, lie and say you got robbed so we can get a U visa. Everything is a lie and scam. That's why revenue calls up here all that. I'll let him up just so y'all can get a whiff of them lies. Every time he calls up, it's some new lie. And they love projecting the every time we do something, they love projecting something on us. That is a grift, nigga. Yeah, you see everything through scamming and grifting. That's all you do. Yeah, you're projecting onto us because all you do, you see things from the viewpoint of a scam, a grift, a hustle, a finesse. That's what you do. Yeah. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why we delineate. Lord, that man, listen, these guys go out here and they commit all these scams and frauds, green card scams, all that shit. And then they minimize their ethnic angle. See, that's why they need that label of black, that global blackness, that generic African Americanness. So they can dump all that shit out on us. All their little scams, they can dump them all on us. That cultural parasitism disguised as Pan-Africanism. You know what I'm saying? Revenue people like that are cultural parasites. They adopt everything, adopt our music, fashion, social justice language, while having contempt for us. So they lean on our movements for clout, and then take all and every opportunity they can to criticize the creators of these movements. Yeah. So we got to watch these people, man. I'm so glad we're delineating. Brother Randy Short, hop on, please.
Yes, sir. How are you?
I am so good, my brother. How are you, sir?
Oh, man, I'm great. Here in Emancipated, D.C., I've changed the words from my song, My Girl, to Donald. I've got sunshine on a D.C. day. The tethers have been chopped and they've gone away, I guess you say. Anyway,
I'm
I won't sing it.
yeah.
Man, they've been arresting. It's been so peaceful. I don't smell any pee and stuff. Oh my God.
Mm.
I can save on my sinus medicine.
Man. So what's happening out there in DC?
Well, they're arresting people, but a huge number of the people being arrested are illegals,
Yeah,
are disproportionately. And and the nice thing is it's not just this. Not that I want soldiers and rednecks in the hood, but this has exposed not just the tethers, but their enablers. Our crooked Boule mayor and that James Earl Jones looking chief of police. If you ever saw Claudine, our chief of police is a woman. I think she wants to be James Earl Jones. She looks just like him.
Lord.
They have lied about, I mean, people are robbing, stealing. Stores have gone out of business. They wouldn't even do anything. If you or I did it, they'd be ready to crack your head open.
Oh yeah.
If these other people do it, they act like it didn't happen. And so a lot of this is calmed down. I don't like every single solitary aspect, but the thing that most people didn't notice is it was to get the illegals up out of here.
Mhm.
And they need to take that to Chicago. They need to take it everywhere. Not so much because I want other people in our neighborhood, but in reality, there's been some foolishness. Let's just be honest. We have some off code people. But what's driving a lot of the off code behavior is all the drugs and prostitution. That's we've got a whole part of New York Avenue where the mayor and these other people have allowed these people to engage in pimping out children and everybody else.
Mm.
And no one will do anything about it. So it's drugs, it's prostitution, it's all of this. It's made everything crazy. And now, believe it or not, you can get some gas, you can go to the store, the window on your car. Literally, when I was getting my transfusion for antibiotics, the nurse couldn't come to see me because several times she parked and she had a computer. They kept smashing the window, taking the computer out. They figure out who is doing stuff and they rob people, and the police don't even come, they don't even document it. And the only people they go after up until now, it used to just be young black men.
Mhm.
So at least there's some equality. And you're right. It's guerrilla warfare. All the communists do it. And a lot of these people come from societies that had a Marxist revolution. And what they do, they say, is that the people are a sea that the fish hide in. Black is the sea that the tether invader hides in.
Mm.
And so, like the Viet Cong would do something, shoot at someone, and the soldiers would come in and smoke everybody in the village that wasn't even in the Viet Cong.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's interesting, whenever someone achieves something, they're very quick to wave the flag, differentiate themselves from us. But I send you stories all the time about crimes being committed constantly by these other people, but they'll never say who they are,
Right.
what they are. And in fact, sometimes we'll hide the pictures and not discuss it.
Yeah.
We've got all these people getting killed on the road by these folks with fake CDLs and everything else, and yet black truckers
Yeah.
can't get jobs. I mean, skilled people who played by the rules can't have nothing. But I do know here and in other places I'm hearing, folks are getting opportunities. So these folks have been strangling us, but this new move, the Boule, is now in trouble because they let this happen. There's no city in this country where you see black elected officials fighting for ordinary black people. And so the racists are treating us better, not because they like us. Then our folks are supposed to be down with us.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. My man, thank you so much, Brother Short. I
All
appreciate
right.
Thank you so much. But yeah, Dr. Short made a very good point. When these folks are committing crimes, they don't delineate. The authorities don't even delineate them. See, when these non-FBA African and Caribbean immigrants, when it's something constructive, they delineate the numbers. When they love talking about the higher household incomes, that whole higher household income trope, which we broke down what the real deal is. The higher income, it's the household has a higher income because there's more y'all living in the damn house. But when they're talking about people getting degrees, they love to um disaggregate between FBAs and the immigrants when it comes to something constructive. They'll tell you how many immigrants are doing this and how many FBAs are doing that, and the housing income for the immigrants and the housing income for Black Americans. They'll tell you that, but when it's crime, they never do that. They don't break them up. They don't break up crime. They don't disaggregate crime. They just everybody's black. When it's negative, everybody's black. When you're talking about AIDS numbers, everybody's black. They just throw everybody into the black thing. You see? And that pathologizes blackness. So all of the negative stigma falls on foundational Black Americans because we are the default black. When you talk about black, we're the default for that. And these other people, they are conditionally black when it's convenient. So we got to really watch the game they're playing out here. This is why delineation on our own terms is the most important thing. That's the most important thing, ladies and gentlemen. We should have been doing this a long time ago. This is why we're shaking up the table now. But, better late than never. We're here. Kurt, what's up, Kurt? Kurt,
What's up, Tariq?
how you doing, brother Kurt?
All right, how you doing?
I'm good, man. What's on your mind?
I'm loving how you started off this discussion because to me, this is another example of predictive programming. And for those that don't know, I know Tariq knows this, but for those that don't know, predictive programming is how they use the movies to kind of socialize us to accept something they're going to put out in the future.
Yeah,
To me, to me, Trump putting out the soldiers and the National Guard in different cities. To me, this reminds me of the movie from 1998 that Denzel Washington did called The Siege, and it was an all-star cast, but the two antagonists was really Denzel Washington and Bruce Willis, and it was about how the police are trained to do a certain thing a certain way as opposed to the military. And Bruce Willis kind of represented the military that they wanted to do because there was too many terrorist attacks. So the president's cabinet was saying, okay, we might need to put the military in here because they keep blowing stuff up. And even Bruce Willis, even though he was the general of that military, he was before they gave him the go, he said, you don't want to do that. But to me, it's like this is like the plot of the movie The Siege. To all the young bucks, just watch the movie The Siege. And then I just have one other thing. Number two, the sister brought up earlier about the black aliens, and then I saw you posted something to the YouTube about the black aliens, but you couldn't remember the person. The person was Norman Bergen, who gave that interview, a decorated member of NASA.
yeah,
And whenever he writes a book, it's like $1,000. Like he wrote the book, The Ringmakers of Saturn. But it's very interesting because they keep on trying to take that interview off, and then somebody keeps posting it.
oh yeah,
But I think what the most important thing in that interview was that he was trying to say he specifically said black aliens when Buzz and them or whatever when they landed on the moon. They said 7 foot tall black people landed in the ship next to them, and then he said they took photos that are in Alameda Naval Air Base.
Mm,
But I think what's funny is the dynamic because he tried to say black aliens. And she said, "So you saw black skin aliens?" And he said it again. He said, "No, I saw," and he kind of whispered at black people the second time. So I think that's very interesting. Look at the dynamic of that interview, how she tries to steer him away, and then he sees what she's doing, and then he kind of steps back.
yeah,
But yeah, that was Norman Bergen. And to me, what's happening now, the movie from 1998, The Seed, if all the young bucks that are born before they go ahead and watch that movie, because that's what's happening now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Deep, brother. It's real deep. But thank you so much, brother. I appreciate it.
All right, have a good one.
Let's get Corey J. Corey J, hop on in.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
Hey, Corey J, how are
Oh my gosh, this world is just nuts right now, huh?
you? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It is.
It's so hard to figure out like where you're supposed to be with your even with your family and friends. Like just to keep an even keel with the people around you. I think that's all I'm saying is like to try to keep the love between your family and friends. Like where are you supposed to go from here to keep everybody on the same I guess on the same planet? What's your thought on that?
Hey, man, we just got to look out and protect each other. And, we're under a white supremacist global subjugative regime. So we have to replace the system of white supremacy with a system of justice. That's what we have to do. That's what we're trying to figure out, how to replace that system with a system of justice. All right. Well, let me get up out of here, guys. It's been real. I thank everybody for tuning in. All right. Y'all go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com. Get the book Hidden Heroes from A to Z, hiddenhistorymuseum.com, and make a contribution to the Hidden History Museum. Also, go to rootworkstyle.com. Get that Rootwork deodorant, rootworkstyle.com. All right, I'm up out of here. Papi Akute, Lalavui to the family. Peace.
Microphone check. Microphone check. Microphone check. Microphone check.